In the ancient lands of Canaan, nestled among stretching plains and rustic hills, a man of unwavering faith named Abraham lived with his wife Sarah. Their lives, though not without hardship, were adorned with the joy of their long-awaited son, Isaac. The birth of Isaac was a miracle, a testament to the promise made by God to Abraham that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky. Isaac was the embodiment of that promise, the child of their old age and the fulfillment of divine assurance. One day, when Isaac had grown into a lively young boy, a moment of profound testing was placed before Abraham. In the stillness of night, God called to Abraham, his voice weaving through the darkness with an unyielding command. "Abraham," spoke the Lord with authority. "Here I am," replied Abraham, lifting his heart to the heavens. "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, offering him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you." These words tore through Abraham's soul, a test beyond comprehension. The very son promised and delivered by God was now to be offered back to him. Yet, in his faith, Abraham did not waver. Rising early in the morning, Abraham saddled his donkey, took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac, his beloved son. He split the wood for the burnt offering and set out to the place God had instructed. For 3 days they traveled, the burden of the command growing heavier with each step. As they approached the designated mountain, Abraham instructed the young men to remain behind with the donkey. "The boy and I will go over there to worship, and then we will return to you," he spoke, a heart laden with belief in God's promise. Isaac, carrying the wood of his own sacrificial pyre, innocently questioned his father. "My father, we have the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son," replied Abraham, his voice a symphony of faith and sorrow. Upon reaching the summit, Abraham built an altar, carefully laying the wood upon it. His heart weighed with lament. He bound his son Isaac and placed him on the altar upon the wood. The knife trembled in his hand as he prepared to fulfill the divine command. At that critical moment, an angel of the Lord called out from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he answered, his voice trembling, yet firm. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," the angel commanded. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son, Isaac." In the thicket nearby, a ram was caught by its horns. Abraham took the ram and offered it as a burnt offering instead of his son. Relief and gratitude flooded over him as he named the place Jehovah-Jireh, signifying, "The Lord will provide." Thus, Abraham's faith was marked by trust in the promise of greater things, and the love of God was affirmed through divine intervention, keeping his covenant true. Abraham and Isaac descended the mountain together, bound by an experience that would define faith for generations to come.